Flowers?
Come smell.
Daddy, come smell too. Come smell this one here.
Come smell, cheese.
Daddy, smell it. Easy, smell it.
Smells nice.
Yeah? All right. Smell nice. The Chinese are loving Alexander as usual. Chinese people. Saw so much of that in Europe. Can he help you? Oh, you got it. Okay. With socks on, it's a bit slippery, my baby. Daddy gonna help you. Very nice. Flowers. Stimulating growth. It's windy. The wind blowing it. The wind blowing. Cold. He's not complaining. All right.
Hello, Alexander. How you doing, mate? Hey, the youngest flat earther.
One of the youngest.
I bet he don't realise he's a star on YouTube, does he?
No, no, of course not. No, he's just no, he has no idea of anything like that. Yeah, I don't even really think about it like that, but it's I suppose it to a small
Make
extent.
sure you say that one of him when he says flat earth.
Yeah, well,
That
just
one
now he
outside
was.
the bus and that. Say
Yeah.
that from when he's older.
He was saying he was holding the mini tour bus that Ruben made. He was holding that and said, La Terra Piatta. Yeah, and then he's pointing at the point on the van where Dave Marsh's picture is, because he's saying that's the door. That's where the door should be. Because there's no door on this model, but there is on the camper van, and that's exactly where it is. So he knew. And then, yeah, he went off on La Terra Piatta. Amazing. Amazing. Hey! Oh, well. All right.
I didn't put mine out to balance, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. It's just that he's wearing socks, so they're not that grippy, like his feet would be.
I've never seen him with socks on before.
Yeah, it's only a winter. It's a winter thing.
Right, yeah. Does he use it barefoot, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. He's never worn shoes, so
Wow.
he's
That goes with the hair, though.
yeah, yeah, and he's never really had his hair combed, so he's kind of getting these dreads.
Cool, that's cool. I like it.
Yeah, he's never had. I think maybe in his first month it was washed a few times, but we don't really wash it.
It kind of
You know,
cleans itself. doesn't it?
it's like, yeah, and we try and take the
Shampoo's
natural
bad,
way.
so,
You know, yeah, he doesn't get bathed. He gets washed rather than bathed. We have yet to. I mean, haven't really had the chance to do much swimming with him yet, but that's obviously a good thing. We just wouldn't want to put him in chlorine pools, to be honest. That's been the kind of thing.
It's not as easy as said and done, right?
Even then, the quality of the sea you can't guarantee, right?
Yeah.
All the crap they're dumping in.
Well, no, I don't mind seawater. I think I believe, yeah. In the main, I think the seawater cleans itself. Actually, I think our oceans are self-cleaning. That's why we don't have, the massive amounts of toxins in the
reef and that kind of thing. Probably does that sort of thing.
Yeah, we can do damage, but it sort of repairs itself, and the air gets refreshed, and the water gets somehow gone. It goes through a system. I think, for example, down in Cape Town, you can see one ocean going down south, and another ocean, clean water. So it's dirty water and warm coming south, and then clean water coming north. And you can stand on a particular day, as I have, and see both oceans. It's like a line in the water between the different colours. Yeah, dark, and the other one is clear. The Cape water on the west side is like easy to dive in from a visibility point of view, but freezing cold. On the west side, on the east side, just a few miles away, it's warm but dirty. It's like kind of murky. That's one of those areas where there's a pumping system. So the drain is pulling dirty water in, and it's pushing clean water out. That's what I think there's ports of our air that does that as well. The atmosphere gets cleaned in the same way. Otherwise, we would have. If it was just an enclosed bubble, we would have poisoned it long ago with the dirt that we put up into the atmosphere from all these different pollutants you see.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still doing it to this day.
To this day, if not worse than ever. But it's like the oil thing. The oil will never run out, even though we're using much more now in a year than we did in a decade.
It forms much more quickly than they tell us.
Yeah.
They've done it in a lab, haven't they? Under pressure.
Yeah.
100,000 years.
It's the same as like if a mosquito or a flea or like a tick had to drain a human, it'd be like your body's recreating fresh blood quicker than the tick can draw it off you. And it's a bit like that in this case, I think. Yeah, thanks. So that's how I think we can't really break it in that way, much as we've been trying, that's why the whole global warming agenda, it's all fear porn. It's all damage. It's all about good vibrations or bad vibrations.
All the climate hope things they've said over the last 50 years.
Yeah.
1 minute it's ice age, heat wave, ice age, heat wave.
The science is settled.
We've got global warming, and they talk about the ice age now.
That's why people are calling it climate change instead, right?
Make your mind up.
Man-made climate change.
Yeah, well, and there's plenty of things that people, just like the flat earth or the ball earth, plenty of things that people can point to and say, this is my evidence that that's a real thing. Well, we just want to deny the common sense that is that when you look out on a spring morning and it's perfectly clean air, it's like, where did that clean air come from? Because we're meant to be polluting like mofos. And if it's all moving around in an enclosed system, then your dirt over there is coming to visit me soon enough. And the Chinese and the Indians and whoever else is making so much dirt, including the Americans and the Russians and everyone else, Europeans, Africans, whatever, it's all making dirt. But where's it going? My spring mornings are perfectly crisp and clear no matter where I go in the world, unless I'm outside. Unless I'm outside of a factory or something that is immediate sort of pollutant. But in the main, you go in the countryside and that air is scrubbed clean. Call it the trees if you want to. The trees are scrubbing it, and the dirt's falling out of the air. That might be part of the cleansing process. Just like your lungs have got alveoli, so this system has got alveoli through the branches and the leaves themselves. They all mimic the same shape, right? So this is that's what you've got going on. That's part of the cleaning system. But I also contend that there are, like they have these north winds, these trade winds. This what do they call it? That there's a high altitude wind that blows from the Americas.
Clouds and that, they move different speeds.
Yeah, but they call it the jet stream, or the Gulf Stream or something. Is it that Gulf Stream? Yeah, the Gulf Stream. So the Gulf Stream is a thing. It's a real thing. There is that motion of air. So where's that air being pumped from in an enclosed system like ours? It's coming from, and if you think about a terrarium or a fish tank, you got water coming in. The fish don't know, but the water's just coming in, or the bubbles are coming in, and so on. Well, we're like the same. We could be the same in that sense. And the way this is a self-clean, like your body cleans itself in mysterious ways. You're sweating, you're doing all these things, you're not even aware of it. And your body's just getting on with it. It's like this body, the earth.
Oh boy, he's got one of those bottle garden things in a bottle.
Oh yeah.
He set it up in the 70s.
Yeah.
And it's built its own ecosystem in a bottle.
Yes. And he hasn't had to feed it or give it water.
No, just keeps itself alive.
So I contend, coming back to the alveoli, I contend that actually we're harvesting ether, so that when we breathe, we actually harvest ether. And I think that the plants are actually growing in the ether. They're actually taking their energy and becoming form as we perceive it through etheric energy. Also from the ground, but from the atmosphere in ways that because there are those experiments where a guy will put exactly the same amount, put about an amount of soil in, and once the tree is grown, he's still got the exact same amount of soil, and all he's added is clean water.
Yeah.
So the water and the ether are the factors, I think, that are giving us like that's why we have to drink. The air and the water are the two combined forces that have the electric energy that we need to survive and grow. That's what I contend, and that's what the system thrives on or works on. So there you go, a little bit of deeper than just the flat Earth thing. There's so much more that we're meant to be understanding and exploring. Yeah, and I think the knowledge is power, and with that power, we humans will take our trajectory, our story upwards, as we're meant to. I think that's why we've been called to do this.
Where you've come from, you don't know where you're going, or something like that.
Yes, absolutely. And if you don't know what kind of surface you're playing on, you don't stand a chance. But it's fair enough to say that the flat Earth is the foundation upon which all of our truths must be rebuilt. Things that we know have to be re-evaluated honestly, re-scrutinized, and turn the whole table, the chessboard upside down and start again with all the things that you know, but do it on a flat surface, not a ball. You'll go further.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, definitely.
Cool.
He's happy with that.
Hey, he's back with his friend. They built up quite a rapport on tour, I have to say. It's lovely to see. See you guys. It's Jack. Hello, Jack.
Oh. It's Pop. It's Dad. It's Legend. How nice, huh? With the
leaf.
yeah, with one leaf.
One leaf is
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
You can see the joy.
Yeah. That's excellent. With Christmas coming, all we need is a plant. Chinese.
Gotcha.
Good fun. He hasn't had that for a while. He's enjoying that. Nice one, Jake. That was fun, Jeezy. Alright guys, catch you later.
It's been a very, very